Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a long time since I got to sit at my desk and make a video. So, I kind of had a really rough work week. Like, I'm talking like wake up at 5, get home at like 10, 11, one time not come home overnight. So I was unable to stream. I was unable to make videos. I was unable to do much of anything this last week at 3v3. So 3v3 is now over, but I did manage to record some footage on my phone of round 1. So I will kind of walk you through that round 1, let you know how it went, and then I've already recorded it. It's like a recap video of rounds 2 and 3. So you can watch that, see how it goes, and see how my whole season went. So let's get into round 1. So come on, press the button. Anyway, so I was extremely overmatched this entire week. This guy right here, Arky Tang, I did my research on him, and he used to always set the same thing, and I had a lot of the tools. I had all my tools laid out exactly as I needed. He did not have Rey. He had Sith Eternal, he had SLKR, and he had Luke. So, knowing that, I set Rey with IG and Queel just to try to beefing up my defenses a little bit. And man, it is a good thing I did that. It is a damn good thing I did that, because he totally switched up his defense and went with an FU defense. So here's what I did. I put Rey with IG and Queel, DR, and CLS, I do believe. Up top here, you know, nothing major, but, you know, whatever. It's going to require something. But yeah, this guy, he did a complete FU defense. So, DR, CLS, Padme, the Newt team is one of the only teams that he used to set on D that he actually set. And then down south is where he loaded up his Galactic Legends, right? Bastila, SLKR, like all 3 Galactic Legends. Just boom, put them on defense. So he told me that he used to try to play the efficiency game. He would hold his GLs for offense, but he said he was never winning. He said he was always just losing. But you know what? That's how I play. I played like that this whole season. I kept all my GLs mostly. I've only in 2 matches that I placed 1 GL on defense, and I still did really well. So I kind of had to think a little bit out of the box here, because I think before this match I had really never gone against the CLS. And if I did, it really was, I don't ever recall going against the CLS in 3s. But I can do my research. I can figure out how to beat CLS. There was a guy blasting me for sandbagging in TW. So what are we using? Jedi Knight Revan against what? I don't even remember. This was so long ago. Oh, Padme. This is really easy. I've got a counter video up. It's the same as 5v5. You mark Jedi Knight Anakin. You try to not call any assists. You just pick away single target. Or it's no assists. So you can like splash damage, you can AoE, but you can't call to assist. Otherwise you give them bonus protection. You don't want to do that. So there you go. Look at Anakin's almost, you know, he's no protection. Pass the turn meter back to GMY. Splash damage, and then bang, bang, bang. Can I kill him with the big one? I cannot. But Revan can kill him. Ta-da! Bye-bye, Revan. Bye-bye, Anakin. So now it's about getting banners back. Now you're basically just kind of stalling until you get markup again, like there. Target Padme, and you do this all over again. Very easy counter to Padme. But a lot of people still rely on their Jedi Knight Revans to kill Grievous. And if you do, then you're kind of removing a really good weapon. Now, it really is kind of annoying that she's holding on to Retribution so long, because you see she's just stolen all of my protection banners from GMY just with her counterattacks. So I do believe I call... Oh, no, don't call in the assist. But I shouldn't have splash damage, really. But I wanted that extra turn just so I could kill her, right? So now she's dead. So now it's like, how can I get the banners back, right? So we'll call in. Now you can call into assist until your freaking wheels fall off. GK, luckily, He's a little bit stout. So there you go. Jolie almost has all his banners back. And I think I do this. So Jolie's going to get his banners back. Grandmaster Yoda is still low. So I think this is going to be about a 53. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's a 53. Let's see, let's see, let's see. No, 54, baby. Full banners. Very, very, very good counter to Padme in 3s. Next up. And, yeah, this guy already cleared me, but he was quite inefficient. I think he failed, I can't remember what he failed on. But he definitely left me a little bit of wiggle room. Oh, no, no. Yes, that's right. So, how you saw my board, basically, he eventually messaged me and said, I can't kill your DR and your Rey. GG. So, even though he went full defense, he still lost. So this is courtesy of End All Be All. This is where I got this counter. I saw that Indigo recently used this as well. And he also gave credit to End All Be All. That's where I saw it too. So basically, this is so easy. You basically just control Chupio right there, right? Turn meter gone. You know, you're supposed to, like, smokescreen to BB-8 so that he counterattacks and does all that good stuff. So there you go. Just go all in. There we go. We stun him. I think I try for a stun on CLS here. No, I don't. I just go for the burn. So CLS is going to do what he does. There we go. We evaded. We're going to keep on beating on old Chupio over there. He still has yet to take a turn. And those counterattacks, man. So now I wave CLS. So just to keep him controlled a little bit. Stun Chupio. Kill Chupio. He's dead. And as you see, like, the exposes, like, this team, the CLS team thrives on turn meter, but the JTR team is really able to control the turn meter, like, to the degree you see my R2 and my JTR have full health, full protection. 53 banners against a team that is really, really stout on defense. So now what do we go for? So his DR kind of had me worried because it is an full R7 DR team. I was debating what to use. Do I use Vader on DR or do I use Vader on C? Being able to use Vader on C kind of gave me options. But I was also at this point, I had to really know what he was going to do. So that's where kind of, oh, look at those mods, man. He was decked out. So I figured he was not going to be able to clear me. So I had to kind of pick what was the best path to good banners that would be more efficient than him. So a solo is going to get me good banners. So if you guys don't know, and I see a lot of people using gas, Chewie, or not gas, Chewie, gas 5s and another clone against this. I don't know if that's really the greatest counter, guys. I would much rather take SLKR and get a 55 banner win. Basically what you're doing, and this can be a long fight, but it's really easy. Watt constantly removing turn meter from SLKR is going to be bumping up his max health. So your SLKR is not going to die. Your really only risk here is timeout. But basically what you do is you don't worry about Bastila and Watt. You just focus on JML. Like, you are not going to die. You know, if you got an R7 well-modded Kylo, you're not going to die. So basically just keep on pounding away at JML, build up your ultimates, and then once you get your ultimates, you're going to poke, and then maybe swipe, and then you're going to go again. You're going to, so here we go. Oh no, don't have my ultimate yet. Basically, if you can poke, but the majority of the time you're going to be ability blocked. And you're only going to have to basic, which is okay, because that gets 2 hits, and that feeds up your ultimate even more. There we go. That wasn't ability blocked. I was able to swipe, and I killed Watt. So now it's just Bastila and JML. So I got my first ultimate now. As you see, it took me 1 minute and 20 seconds to get to the first ultimate. And now once you're in ultimate, you're going to poke twice. Just build up those stacks, right? Poke again. And then I do believe I swipe once just to siphon some mastery. You know, just up your damage a little bit. And now you're playing this game again. You're just basically, unless they give you the opportunity to. There you go. See, I swiped and killed Bastila. She gave me the opening. I took it. I killed her. Now it's really easy. Now it's just wait until you get into your ultimate again. So, poke. Poke when you can. Use your specials when you can. JML is not going to kill you now. You've got so much health. Swipe, because swipe is up. So there we go. Now we're at full ultimate bar again. We're going to go into our ultimate. And now I do believe I poke once. And then I think I swipe twice. As you see, JML is starting to lose. Oh, now he's got no bonus protection whatsoever. So I'm going to swipe, build up that mastery. So that now we're way ahead. There you go. Done. 55 banners. That's the benefit of also keeping GLs for offense, is you can do stuff like that for much better efficiency. So, you know, this guy went heavy D. I might not be able to clear all his teams because I only got 3 GLs. And I have to kill that DR. That DR team is basically like another Galactic Legend team. So now we're going to take this against, I do believe that's the Newt team, right? Yeah. This is just a straightforward, you know what it is. All the dazes, the burns and stuff, Treya's just going to shrug that off. She's going to cleanse her team. You're going to isolate Nest, and you're just going to kill. Like, this team, you know, the Triumvirate is excellent in 3s. They can kill so much stuff. So, obviously, he does not have his damage immunity. I don't know why I went for Newt there, but why not? Django is really the only... Well, I shouldn't say Django isn't the only real threat, because you see right there, my Nihilist did kind of get down to yellow health. Django can do some wicked damage, that's for sure. And Nest, if you leave her go too long, she's also going to do some wicked damage. Luckily, oh, and I do believe I take out Django here. I think I was more worried about Django and his damage than Nest. There we go. Because Nest isn't going to counterattack, she's isolated. Luckily, my Treya is still defense modded, so she can take a lot of hits early on. And that's from back in the old days where we used to use her as a counter to Jedi Knight Revan. And I've never ever really seen a reason to mod her differently. I do prefer her modded still defensively. Scion is modded all health, like super health. And then Nihilus is modded with a speed set with like protection primaries on like the triangle and the circle and stuff. So he's just kind of beefy too, but he's also got, you know, he's not that fast. So I did put a speed set on him to try to get him a little bit faster. So this you know, the downside of running Treya though is that it's crappy banners. Like look at that, 52. I managed to get that one protection banner back on Scion, but other than that, 52. So now we're just down to the 4 toughies, right? So I think at this point you might get a little time skip because I was doing this at work and I had stuff on the go. Yes, there we go, time skip. So he still is not attacked. So I think this is just one fight. C. So Sith Trooper, I'm checking out his speeds, mods, seeing how this guy's decked out. I was actually looking for tenacity because at this point I had just done my research on the Vader counter. I had never really ever seen it until I went and looked for what counters see. And this is the team. And I was kind of worried, like, so I've watched a couple videos. One of them was using crew, an R7 crew. A couple of them were using shore, and I even saw one that used L3. Now, my shore at this point was only relic 0. So I was worried that my shore was not beefy enough to handle this. And I was kind of worried about sit because most of the videos I watched didn't have sit. It was like something stupid. I don't know if it was Sith Marauder or what, but I was a little bit worried about what sit would do. So obviously weapon tech on Vader, tank tech on shore, and now we're going to go right into Merciless. We're going to put the dots down on C. Because we want Watt to assist and put some more dots down, right? And now we're going to throw, get rid of sit. Sit didn't even take a turn. Now, unfortunately, we're kind of stuck behind shore, or Sith Trooper. But luckily, we got the damage, boys. We got the damage. So shore is just going to be sitting there. And one benefit of shore is that every time, I think it's every time an Emperor or an Empire ally uses a special ability, they get 15% turn meter. So shore is really ideal here because you're really kind of passively boosting up your Vader's TM. So you see there, Sith Troopers taking the hits like a champ. We haven't killed him yet, but we're gonna use. I do believe. Do I use Force Crush or do I use Basic? I just kill him because I really want to use abilities on C to get the benefit of the added dots from Watt. So he's only got 4 dots. The videos I watched said you need about 8 dots. So now he's got 8 right now, right? He's got speed down, but he's gonna lose the speed down, and now he's into ultimate, unfortunately, right? But I was debating. I was really debating whether or not I wanted to toss my saber there. He is in ultimate now. His next move is going to be the instant kill, right? But now I'm in Merciless. He's got 8 dots. Bye C. Bye C. That is a thing of beauty right there, ladies and gentlemen. I have to put up the Darth Vader happy dance. That I was so excited. If you would have been watching while I was recording, I was screaming in my truck. I was just ecstatic. Ecstatic that worked. Darth Vader killing old man Grandpa Palpatine. It went flawlessly. And you'll see in my recap video of rounds 2 and 3, I did use Vader again. It was a lot dicier the second time I did it, but I still beat it. So Vader, Watt, and Shore, mwah, perfect counter to C, unless they have a Malak. So you see right there. Let's go back. My opponent attacked. So up till now, I've been perfect. So I just left it there. It's all one shots, but I got DR and I got SLKR to deal with. So, unfortunately, I was getting greedy at this point. I was like, if I can kill DR without using Jedi Master Luke, then I can use Jedi Master Luke on SLKR, and I can push through to the back wall, and I can get a full clear. But to do that with what I had left, gas is not really great against DR. So what I thought I would do is I would burn cooldowns on DR. And that way I could go back in with gas, win. That was my plan, and then use Jedi Master Luke down on SLKR. So there we go. Pretty much all the cooldowns have been expired. It's primed, right? So now I thought, okay, now we'll take in gas, no problem. Boom, we'll bang it out. It doesn't go this way. It doesn't go how you think it's going to go. This R7 DR team, it freaking mangled me, man. It mangled me. Gas is down already, and these guys, they're all R7. Like, I'm going for Basila. Obviously didn't AoE because I don't want to proc, and gone. And gone. Oh, and gone. So now it's like, ah, crap. Now I'm going to get feared. See? Feared. Dead. I don't recommend gas versus DR. But remember that I had Rex. Or, no, I didn't have Rex. I had Echo and Arc. If you had Rex and 5s, maybe. So, after that, I just had to say, screw it. I got to go in with my Jedi Master Luke. I got to clean it up. I'm at this point, I know that his SLKR is going to be left standing. I have no answer for it whatsoever. And I can't even remember the team. I think it was just like Hux and Faust. But I didn't even attempt it, just because I'm trying not to rack up the losses. And I kind of knew that I had it in the bag at this point anyway, since my opponent messaged me and said that he didn't have any answer for the DR and the Ray in the bottom. He does kill the CLS in the bottom, though. So it's a offense versus defense game. Just lucky for me, like really lucky for me, that I put Ray down on defense. But had I held Ray, then I could have used Rey versus DR, JML versus SLKR, and then I probably could have got the full clear. So, but I'm okay, because this does turn out to be a win. Ships, you guys don't really need to see ships. Really, we're interested in the ground game, but we'll fast forward here. So this is against the Radis, right? I think the Radis is a good fleet if you have Houndstooth in there. I'm a little bit of a chicken, and I like to leave my Houndstooth for my Separatist fleet anyway, though. See right here. See, I needed to bring in my Houndstooth. That's why I like it as a security blanket, because this went a little poorly. It still works. I think I get like 60. No, it's like 55 banner win. It worked, but it was messy. Obviously, I'd already killed Poe. Let's see if I can fast forward. You don't need to see this. It's gonna win. It's just not gonna be ideal banners. So at this point, I'd use the ion cannon. At this point, if you can get your ion cannon, it's a done deal. Bye bye resistance. Cleanse the hyena. Oh no, I stunned. Okay, well, that's all good. Bye bye, and bye bye. You're dead. 56. 57 banners. Crappy banners for fleet. You guys know me. I like to get 65s. So, and I know what you're saying. Why aren't you using Finalizer? At this point, I still wasn't confident in Finalizer. Now I am. I think I am. I've watched enough videos. I've done enough research. I used Finalizer in this last TW set. Against this comp, yeah, I'll use Finalizer in the future. And I really should have used Finalizer anyway, because I already pretty much had the win in the bag. So there you go. Bistan's gone, right, already. You know, and now it's just powering up. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, no, that worked out okay. They're all dazed. They can't do nothing. There goes my protection. Just basic, just, you know, just power up. So they got 2 target locks. I think I bring in my, yeah, I do bring in 5s. Because this is just going to hit the Falcon. And then Rex gets a finishing blow. 66 banners. Easy peasy. Can't wait to use the Finalizer in the future to kill those fleets. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. And then, yeah, that was the win. So what he did is, let's see if I can find the board here. Where is it? There we go. So, I cleared ships. He cleared CLS, but he did one attempt on DR, no attempts on Rey. He did clear my ships. So he left 2 ground forces standing. I left his SLKR standing. I won on efficiency, won on points, but I hate not full clearing. But a win's a win. All right. So that was round 1 of week 4 of season 15 of GAC 3v3. Stay tuned for. I think I'm gonna post this. It is Wednesday. It's Tuesday actually. It's Tuesday night. I'm going to post this video up right after I'm done editing it. And then I'm going to release the rounds 2 and 3 recap tomorrow. So, a really good season of 3v3. I learned a lot this season. My previous 3v3 month, I went 7 and 5, which is the worst I've ever done. I missed Kyber. I've only missed Kyber twice. Once on the very first month, and then the last 3v3 before this. This month I went, I'm not going to spoil it for you because you got to watch the next part, the next video tomorrow. But I did really, really well this month. I'm really happy. I actually like 3v3 now. Definitely a chess game. Definitely changed up the strategy. And you know what? I set pretty much the exact same things on defense the entire time. Except for a couple times when I knew I could exploit my enemy by putting a GL on defense. This was one of them. And it stopped him. Because I figured he'd have to use, well, Rey and IG and Quill, that's like got to be the hardest defensive team in 3v3. I knew that was going to give him fits, and it did. So, I don't know. There was one match where I set a GL on defense, but it was a wrong one. because my opponent had always set 3 GLs on defense, so I had saved the counters for those 3 GLs, and I set one of mine on defense and then didn't have enough to clear him. Because he set the wrong GLs, or he kept the wrong GLs for offense, set the wrong GLs on defense, and I was screwed. I couldn't clear it. I think it was SLKR with Daka and Zombie. At that point, he'd only ever set that once, so I gambled that he wouldn't set that, and he did, and I put my JML with my Luke, which was stupid, because Jedi Knight Luke by himself is strong enough, and I couldn't clear him, and I lost that match. So I would have done even better if it wouldn't have been for that misplay. Anyways, that's enough of me rambling, guys. Hope you like that. Hope you learned something. I know I definitely learned a lot in that match. JTR versus CLS. Vader versus C. Beautiful, beautiful things. Beautiful sights to behold. But not as beautiful as the lovely Darth Talon licking a lightsaber. Cheers, guys. Peace. Later.